EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Richardson now on second down. He'll swing this out to Moss. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. And I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one 28 yards on the ground.
28-yard gain. And the Colts first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3.
Richardson working from the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Powerful running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Jackson on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
79
Broncos.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Ravens 7.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
At the 44-yard line.
70 range, 70 range, go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. After the interception, here's Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On second down, Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Ravens are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Let's go
So
now.
from the 36 now, first and 10.
On the ball, now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They find some open field here. There he goes again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, middle.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They go play action with Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's got it. was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 181 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action, Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him.
And he loses the football a second time. They call it Walker skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The screen does give him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready, go.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Ready, ready.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action with Richardson. Touchdown Colts! Jelani Woods. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Going for it on fourth, Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 44 yards. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jackson on first down. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get it! Unlock line! Unlock! Hustle!
Running left, Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now, obviously, that's some good work, though, defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
The option to give to Taylor here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now 1st and goal. Jackson to throw.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Jackson.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Down the numbers. There he goes. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. Check.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory.
So with that, need 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back.